It takes Earth 1 year to make its way around the sun, and during this time, different parts of the globe experience extreme weather changes because of the tilt of Earth's axis. The sun rises at the North Pole on the spring equinox, approximately March 21st, and the sun rises higher and higher in the sky with each advancing day, reaching a maximum height at the summer solstice approximately June 21st. The North Pole stays in full sunlight all day long throughout the entire summer, unless there's clouds, of course. This is the reason that the Arctic is called the land of the midnight sun. The land of the midnight sun does not refer to just one country, though. It encompasses all of the regions located within the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle. In the Nordic region, you can experience it by visiting Svalbard, Lapland, Greenland, Iceland, and northern Norway. Northern parts of Russia, Alaska, and Canada also lie within the Arctic Circle. Meanwhile, the land of the midnight sun in the southern hemisphere is Antarctica. In summertime, the sun is always above the horizon at the North Pole, circling the pole once every day. It is highest in the sky at the summer solstice, after which the sun begins to sink again towards the horizon until it falls below that line, and that becomes the fall equinox. Above the Arctic Circle, 66 degrees north, there's at least one day with no sun, called polar night, and one day with no night, called midnight sun. The midnight sun also makes community gardening very fruitful, with greenhouses all over northwestern territories of Canada, growing everything from leafy greens and tomatoes to rhubarb and apples. Everything grows at least twice as fast as it says on the back of the seed package when the midnight sun is out. And if you travel up to the Arctic islands of Svalbard in Norway, the sun stays up from April to late August. Here you can do a midnight hike on a glacier, watch the reddish sky from a moving dog sled in the unique climate and nature near the North Pole. It's recommended, no matter where on the globe you travel, to experience the midnight sun, that you avoid the daylight in the evening close to your bedtime. As you get exposure to light in the early morning, light exposure helps regulate your sleep and wake cycles. Getting or avoiding sunlight at key times of day can go a very long way to keeping your sleep patterns very healthy. So make sure that the bedroom that you're staying in has dark curtains or blinds to keep extra light out of the room. If you need to, thumbtacking a blanket over the window can work just as well. If sleeping in a bright room, an RV, or in a tent under the midnight sun, simply wear a sleep mask to bed. It could help keep the light from disturbing you. And remember, birds will chirp in the middle of the night while the sun is out. Some reindeer, actually, in Norway, they experience no impact of the absence of light and dark cycles. They don't show behavioral patterns that align with the typical 24-hour circadian clock. Arctic ground squirrels in Alaska and honeybees in Finland have been shown to exhibit 24-hour circadian cycles. These species are able to maintain their circadian cycles because they can perceive variations in the quality and intensity of the light, even though the sun remains above the horizon. At the time of this recording, further research into the impact of the midnight sun on animals does require additional years of research. It appears not to be well studied. These are Interesting Things with JC.